Yeah, and guys, let me break it down for you, Brian style. Okay, she talked about the premium. She talked about the deductibles. She talked about the copay, the co-insurance, and then the pharmacy. All right, so let's take, for example, let's take simple math. Let's say your premium is $500 a month. So over the course of 12 months, you're going to pay $6,000 for the opportunity to work with the insurance company. So that's paying your part of the contract. All right, so 500 a month equals 6,000 for the year. Then let's say the deductible, she said 5 to 7. So let's take another 6,000. So that's another 500 a month if you look at it that way. Guys, you're looking at spending $12,000 before the insurance will kick in on a percentage looking at traditional health insurance. And to go back, and I think it was 21 when we got into insurance and I started breaking it down as far as the payments and how it worked. There was one carrier that nobody's ever heard of that offered these type plans. They were basically indemnity plans, and we were very constricted. Guys, the insurance companies, they're very intelligent. They make a lot of money. Let's be realistic. And with that in mind, they want to keep up, stay ahead, and be a part of the evolution, if you will, in the healthcare industry and have competitive rates, because if you're not competing, there's no chance at you staying in business and winning. So, what the private market has done has created, I'm going to say, like Courtney said, every quarter there's a new plan coming, if not sooner than that. So, Courtney stays up to date. Twice a week she's on calls. There's a big group call, there's team calls, there's things where she's staying up to date. So what we do for you guys is we're taking all of that information, absorbing it, and then breaking it down so that you guys can see how this works. So, Courtney, a typical person, let's say, for example, you were talking to somebody. One more thing, guys, we're licensed all across the United States, and we can help every state. All 50 states, we can help you. So, Courtney, you were talking to somebody in the Northeast the other day, and they were having to pay premiums, but then they also had other stuff. They were double paying for health insurance. What was that family? I believe they were based out of New Jersey. What were they paying per month for health insurance?
They were paying $4,000 for a plan that should meet all other state requirements. However, one of the kids is out of state for college. Now, that college requires a certain level of health insurance that their in-state insurance, the resident insurance, didn't meet. So their one daughter is double covered on her health insurance. So it's about $4,000 for the family, then additional, it was like $1,000 a month. It was about $3,000 to $4,000 added onto her tuition for her health insurance is what they're paying, and that's per semester. So roughly roughly
Four.
$5,000 a month for a family of five health insurance, and they're very healthy. They're healthy. They're healthy people.